June is Alzheimer's and Brain Awareness Month. You might not know this, but more than 400,000 Texans are living with Alzheimer's disease or other forms of dementia. Joining us virtually this morning to talk about this is Dr. Janet Hurley, a family medicine specialist practicing here in Tyler and over in White House. Good morning, Dr. Janet. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
So if you can, tell us what are some typical signs or symptoms of cognitive decline?
Absolutely, yeah. So first of all, thank you so much for letting me be here today to tell about this important disease. Common symptoms of early cognitive decline and some pronounced decline would be just memory loss that disrupts daily life, challenges in planning or solving problems, difficulty completing familiar tasks, getting confused with time or place, and also just sometimes having trouble with words or speaking new problems that seem more pronounced than simply just forgetting the word you're looking for, decreased and poor judgment, and a few other things we see in advanced stages like withdrawal from work or social activities or changes in mood and personality.
Now, these types of illnesses are unique because they not only take a toll on the patient, but also the caretaker. So what should a patient and family member do if they're noticing signs of memory issues?
Well, definitely get the patient to the doctor and please bring examples. I think that's a very important piece. It's one thing for a patient to forget the name of one of her 6 grandchildren. It's another thing whenever they are told about an appointment and you show up for the appointment and they don't even remember why you're there. I mean, there can be definite nuances between the type of concerns that people have and the more specific examples that they can bring to their doctor, the more helpful that will be.
So what is a Medicare annual visit, and why is it important to take advantage of this benefit?
Right. So a Medicare annual wellness visit is something Medicare pays for 100%. It is essentially a functional assessment of a patient. So we not only assess their memory and cognitive function, we also assess other things like their ability to get around their home, any safety issues within the home, their vision and their hearing issues, dental concerns. So it gives us a chance to not just go through their chronic conditions and make sure those are tuned up well, but it also gives us an opportunity to do a more pronounced functional assessment to ensure that they're safe in their home, as well as begin some advanced care planning processes that may be necessary, particularly if someone is developing cognitive decline.
So we know you're also a member of the Texas Academy of Family Physicians. Dr. Janet, how are you partnering with the Alzheimer's Association?
Well, the Alzheimer's Association has agreed to just begin providing tools and resources to clinicians to help us assess for cognitive changes with the goal to not just provide additional improved care to patients, but to identify this disease process earlier. As you know, there's just a lot of social consequences that occur as people begin to lose their memory, and getting certain documents together early on, identifying what their wishes are moving forward into their later years, identifying who their decision makers are as they become unable to make decisions for themselves. These are all resources that the Alzheimer's Association is helping us do a little bit better by providing additional tools for us to do a better job in managing our patients.
Now, we mentioned that June is Alzheimer's and Brain Awareness Month, but it's a little different this year, as is everything kind of in this coronavirus era. What are some tips people can do to maintain a healthy brain while in isolation?
Absolutely. Well, you know, continuing to have as healthy of a lifestyle as you can is very important. So even though we can't get out of our house, some exercise within our house or around our neighborhood is extremely encouraged. Make sure we get enough rest. I don't think we stress the getting high quality sleep enough. It's very important for our brain to have time to rest. And then control stress. And if there is any underlying mood disorders, anxiety, or depression, have those conditions treated medically, because undertreated mood disorders definitely can trigger some trouble sleeping and lead to some increased issues with memory loss moving forward.
Dr. Janet, thank you so much for joining us this morning to have this important conversation and raise some awareness on brain health.
Thank you very much.